Very good afternoon to you. Listening to me, Nihal, on the BBC Asian Network. It is 44 minutes past 2, and I'm about to talk to a Sri Lankan asylum seeker, Auntie Netta. She's performing her show Holiday for Asylum at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. It's written and performed by the comedian Nimi Harasgama. And let's just say that Auntie is not one to be afraid of expressing herself. She certainly says it like it is. I would explain more, but I really think to truly understand what Auntie Netta is about, we should go ahead and meet her. Joining me now is the character and star of the show, Auntie Netta. Ayoboan, Auntie.
Ane ayoboan, Nihal, kohomada?
I'm very good. Hondai.
Sweet. I just want to say I love that song, Sweetie Pie. Was that directed at anybody special, like me?
I think Jay Sean, I'm sure. Have you seen Jay Sean?
I am a big fan of Jay the Sean. He's a wonderful man, very handsome also. Like you, I have seen your photos also.
You can't have seen me then if you think I'm handsome.
I have. Ane, don't be modest, Petio. You're lovely.
This is so amazing. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. I feel like I'm back in Sri Lanka. This is great. This is great. Darling.
I'll make you some milk toffee and send for you.
Oh, okay? Really?
Yes, otherwise I give the milk toffee in the show also.
The only problem with mint, with the toffee stuff, Auntie, is that it literally destroys your teeth in about seconds, doesn't it? It's like the sweetest thing ever created.
Yes, it is.
It's like a sugar hand grenade, effectively, isn't it?
But there are good dentists now in this country. Kind of on the NHS, no, not really, but sort of.
Now, Auntie, you've been here in the UK for a little while. Now, what do you think of British life, Auntie?
Oh, I find it very interesting, actually. I have experienced quite a gamut of it all. In fact, I have travelled around your wonderful country also. I have been all the way to the Hexham. You know the Hexham, no? Where Adrian's Wall is? Oh, darling, I love that area. They are very nice. Not much racialism there, actually. They were hugging me all over the place, left, right, and the centre.
Right, okay. A little less of the centre. This is a family show, Auntie. And,
what are you talking about? TK, Baba.
Now, would you say you're a typical Sri Lankan auntie?
Well, I'd like to think so because, darling, I am the whole mix. I am the Sinhalese, the Tamil, the Portuguese, the Dutch, the Muslim, everything I am. So I think
Any burger?
Yeah, well, the Portuguese and the Dutch, no, darling. That
the
becomes
Dutch is the burger, of course.
Yes,
yes,
and the Portuguese, what are you saying?
Yes. Oh, really?
Yes,
I always thought the burgers were the Dutch. Really?
The burgers are really the Dutch if they want to be. I don't want to say now anything bad, but they get a bit arrogant, no? The Dutch ones. Because they are the DBU and all. The Dutch Burger Union. But the Portuguese also, sin for them. They're also there, no?
Do people often mistake you for Indian, Auntie? And when they do, how do you react to that?
I am very happy to be mistaken for anybody, darling. As long as I am given the attention, I love it all. Yeah. I don't mind being Indian because, we anyway, Ceylon is a little country slipped under the nipple of India anyway, So, as a result, we are all sort of very happy people together, aren't we?
Auntie, I'm just going to speak to another young lady because she's doing the show after me. Auntie, she's not married either, no, Auntie. You couldn't find a nice Sri Lankan boy, could you, Auntie?
I could definitely I can find a nice Sri Lankan boy for her, yes,
okay.
And for me also.
Auntie!
No,
have these kind of conversations like this.
I know, sorry. I've just slapped my hand.
Auntie. Yeah, I know, Auntie, please.
Sorry.
Noreen Khan is the lady in question. Noreen, hello.
Kohomada.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that is very, very interesting accent there, Petio.
Well, I thought I'd try.
That was good.
I'm feeling a bit left out.
That was good. It was good. Now you know how I feel on a daily basis on the Asian Network. Trust me, Noreen. Now you know how I feel. Welcome to my world. Good grief.
I like your world.
Is it a nice world in there?
Oh, you'd love Sri Lanka. You really would, Noreen. Trust me. Even though, of course, Auntie Netta has tried to get out of Sri Lanka. She's an asylum seeker here, so she's obviously tried to leave. But, I mean, you would love it, Noreen. You really would.
I'm sure I would. And I've heard loads of brilliant things about Auntie Netta. Just thought I'd say that.
Oh.
Annie, thank you, darling. That's very sweet. I hope one day that I can get to meet you because it's very strange sitting here in this box with nobody else.
We'd love to meet you one day.
Yeah. I feel a little lonely.
Is that where they're keeping asylum seekers at the moment then? Is that
well, that's where the BBC is.
Oh, right. Yeah, we have our own asylum seeker wing where we keep people. At the moment, actually, we're going through the BBC Asian Network, checking everyone's work visa. Now, Noreen. Noreen.
After 3, I should tell you what's happening on the show after 3.
Yeah, you've got a British passport, haven't you?
I think I have,
yes, good.
After 3 o'clock, I think we're going to have a lot of fun on the show today.
Absolutely. Well, you can hear I'm having a load of fun.
You certainly are.
And it's going to carry on with Noreen Khan. Noreen, have a great show, my darling.
Thank you.
Auntie,
Yes, darling, I'm still here.
Now, how...
Let off a few also while you were not listening.
Oh, dear, Auntie.
I know what to do, darling.
What have you been... what have you been eating, Auntie?
Well, in Scotland, there's some very interesting thing called the haggis.
The
I had a bit
haggis.
of that. The haggis. Sorry. The haggis. My pronunciation is not so good, but it's very sweet of you to correct me on live radio.
Are you sorry, Auntie? That's very disrespectful of me to do that for an auntie. I'm sorry.
You're a good boy, no? Your parents have obviously brought you up very well because you're very well-mannered, Petio.
Thank you.
Yes. Honey, I want to give you a big hug in my breasties.
Thank you very much, Auntie. Now, can I just ask, Auntie? I mean, are you missing? The food, vatalapang, eggo dambaroti. I mean, you can't get any of this stuff there, can you? In Edinburgh, all the proper Sri Lankan food.
Yeah, but where I'm living in the Harrow, you can get everything.
Oh, Harrow, of course. Yeah, my gosh, yeah, you can get anything you want in Harrow. And how do you find the Scottish people?
They are very lovely men. They are very kind and very generous. They talk a lot, and sometimes I don't understand them and they don't understand me. But anyway, we put a whiskey here and there, and it's okay.
Oh, have you introduced him to arak?
Not actually. That's a good point. I should do. No, can you send me a few bottles over here?
I'll send you some VSOA. Don't worry, that'll be heading their way. I've got a few bottles of arak in my house.
You like the VSO? You don't have any of the old reserve?
Oh, yeah. I'm not one of those posh Sri Lankans, Auntie. I'm just one of those,
the working class ones.
Working class.
In the factories.
Gode. I'm one of those Gode.
You better explain what that means, young man.
It's kind of the Sri Lankan equivalent of Pindu. Pindu is the Punjabi term for people who are a bit bumpkin, a bit kind of...
How bumpkin? Can you say that word on this radio? I was told not to swear.
No, I said bumpkin. That means something, like someone from the country, a rural dweller.
You're really digging yourself in there, my friend.
I know I am. I've just hired a JCB to dig a bigger hole for myself. Now,
it's 85. Yeah.
Now, Auntie, now you left your family back in Sri Lanka. Now, do you know how they are at the moment?
No, darling, they have gone missing, man. What to do?
What to do?
Yes, man. But I am here now and I'm making my own sort of family here. It's very interesting. I have actually been rebirthed to the Christianity since I have come here because it's a very interesting religion. I am now praising the Lord Jesus Christ of the U of the K and I'm talking in tongues. When I see you, I may go moist. In the hands, that is, and that's a sign for the talking in tongues, and I'll be able to tell your future.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you finished that sentence. Now, Auntie.
Yes, Petio.
What are the things that you miss about Sri Lanka?
Oh my goodness, everything. I miss it all, and the tears are already coming into the eyes. I miss the people. I miss the beaches. I miss going and helping out in the refugee camps. I miss all of it, man.
Yes, and
I know.
You pine for
yes, because when I was a small child, I used to go. My mama used to take me to the Hindu temple, the Buddhist temple, and the church. All in one day.
What about the men hanging out on street corners scratching themselves wearing sarongs?
Oh yes,
do you miss
without
that?
the underpants and under the sarong they're scratching. No? We don't know what they're scratching, but let's not say that here. The bumpkins, they're scratching the bumpkins.
One of the things, perhaps, Auntie, you don't miss about
no, not at all. That thing I don't. Well, now that I'm here, you'll have to hose me down to find my fun bit. So I can't say that I don't miss it either.
Auntie, if you were trying to educate people about Sri Lanka, because there's a lot of stereotypes that exist about Sri Lanka. I'm the sole person of Sri Lankan heritage here on the BBC Asian Network. Please.
Oh, there is that Calibu also, darling. She interviewed me last week she's a little girl on the Asian Network.
Kalpana Badu.
That is right. Is she Sri Lankan? She's
no.
Sri Lankan. Ani, she's not Sri Lankan.
No, Auntie.
That's a hell of how do you do, because she told me she was to get the interview also. That one needs a nice slap on the backside, if you ask me.
Actually, we don't know, but I think Kalpana Badu doesn't strike me as a very Sri Lankan sounding name.
No, I think she's in denial somehow. Maybe. We don't know why. You better look into that one.
Oh, everyone secretly wants to become a Sri Lankan. Now, educating people about Sri Lanka, how are you doing that? What kind of things are you saying to them about Sri Lanka?
Well, I'm not really saying that much about Sri Lanka actually in my show, which is at the Underbelly at 9:45. p.m. every day here at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival till the 28th.
Very good, very, very.
Thought I'd plug that one.
Very good.
Somebody is pushing me from the backman to do that, so I had to do that. But actually, no, the show is more about my experience here as the asylum seeker and my sort of, I'm going to use a big word now, perception of the country and what I'm experiencing, be it, the Venezuelan vaxing or
Brazilian.
No, I don't want to go into detail here on your show.
Oh, right.
I told not to use rude words, but
sorry.
now there is the Venezuelan vaxing. I look like a little girl down there, let me tell you. But I'm a bit worried because some of the bits are hanging.
Yes, we're of course talking about your feet, aren't we? This is what we're talking about.
Yes,
we're talking about
my feet are hanging now.
Your feet are hanging. Yes, right. As the presenter Nihal quickly just tries to put it into reverse. So I'm very interested in this. Nick Clegg and David Cameron, they are in the demolition party that are ruling you all at the moment. That is very interesting to me as well. It's the coalition, auntie.
The coal miners? What?
Coalition. And
not the demolition.
It's Cameron, not Cameroon.
Again you're trying to tell me to suck eggs, no? Don't try and teach your auntie to suck eggs, as my father would tell me. I'm sure your father said that too. That's a real Sri Lankan thing to say. It's not dirty.
No.
Only eggs that they're sucking.
Deserve a cane for this. I mean, I do apologise, auntie, for correcting you, live on national radio, and I do feel very disrespectful for doing so. But I want to make sure.
No, it's very good because I am also learning. I am also learning what it is like to be here now. Since I've come here to the Edinburgh, my hero actually here is the white Muslim leader, the Alex Salman, the leader of the Scottish National Party. My God, he's amazing, man.
I'm not sure he's a Muslim now. No.
Huh? Are you sure? With a name like Salman?
No, it's not. It's salmon. It's not
like
salmon.
The pink fish that we eat on a Tuesday because we are the Hindus and the Buddhists also.
Yes, that's right. But with a D on the end. He's not a Muslim.
He's not the Muslim. No. My whole show is ruined now thanks to you on your radio show.
I was like, auntie, this is turning out to be a disaster for me. I don't wish to disrespect you. I don't know, auntie.
Don't worry. Actually, I'm getting more and more fond of you.
Oh.
I am, man. Yes.
Thank you, auntie.
Really I am.
Oh, that's really, really nice.
Yeah. Now, when you have your own television show, I want to be on it because I have dressed up especially for you and nobody can see me here.
Shame, no?
I know.
I would, but they tried to do number 42 with the Arthur-Nikers, but it was too long. My surname's too long, so they couldn't fit it on the TV listings, unfortunately.
Tell them to try, because I have my cousin Winston. His surname is Sri Vikrama Dingiribanda Marudappa Vaniyasingam Haraskama Jalil. He's got his own TV show in Sri Lanka, so you should tell them, be more open-eyed, as they say somewhere in the world.
Auntie, tell me about the life of an asylum seeker. I mean, it's a very difficult life, isn't it?
It can be a little bit lonely, yes, because
What do you do to entertain yourself?
Actually,
keep it a family show, please, Auntie. Yes, please.
No, I like to shake a leg or two.
A baila? You're a baila?
Otherwise, yes. Oh. My favourite group is the Gypsies, and I do dance a baila, and I dance a baila on my show as well.
Wow, you're bringing baila, which is the Sri Lankan equivalent of a bhangra, Sri Lankan folk music.
Not that it is really sort of originally the music of the Sri Lanka, because before the British ruled us, we were penalised by the Portuguese, and they are the ones that brought the baila.
Colonised by the Portuguese.
Right.
Yes,
sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, very sorry. Yeah.
Quite sure Auntie Netta, we've run out of time, and I'd like to say, Bhoma Stuti from the bottom of my heart.
Bhoma Stuti. Kollek, Baba.
Oh, thank you. Now, listen, very quickly, where are you performing, until what time, and what date?
I am performing in a double bill with the Trouble with Asian Men. It's a wonderful show with two amazing boys talking about the trouble with Asian men and what's troubling Asian men, and it's on at Underbelly at 9:45 every evening in the Edinburgh. Also, I'll be performing in the Asia House on the 8th of September. I can get you a ticket also if you want to come and hold my hand.